Hi, Leonardo.
How you doing, teacher?
Good. Enjoying our classes since I just see my family and my students.
Okay.
Nobody else. How are you doing?
Yes, fine, teacher. Good, good, good. Teacher,
Okay.
if I go to the classes because it's raining and it's uh, falling down thunders,
Okay.
maybe the maybe we get a blackout. Okay, teacher.
Okay,
Thank you,
good.
teacher.
Did you get any case of the virus in Mocoa?
No, we don't have any victims
Very good
in the
news. That means that
in any in this department. There's no.
that's very good news because that means that you guys maybe get to normal soon, or that's what I've heard. That those parts in Colombia that have not um, that don't have any case, they will go to normal sooner than the other parts.
Oof, we hope so, but it it is because the all the person has been follow the rules.
Hmm.
Um, on all the borders are covered, are closet
Yeah,
by all.
that's good.
Yes.
So the thing is that I guess maybe what they will do is like to close the borders, or have the borders closed, but let people in those small areas open their business and continue their lives.
Oh yes,
There
teacher.
is no any
Because
case, so there is no way to have you inside your homes, but let you like continue your lives in your small place without having contact with the other borders.
yes, here the indigenous guard
Guards.
guard has closed all the borders. This is the first time I am agree with that
Yeah,
because
sure.
they close all the border with the help with the police, no, the police and the army and the
Uh-huh.
navy. There are 5,500 or more in the border with Peru and especially with Ecuador.
Sure, especially with Ecuador. Fortunately, they have a huge problem there.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay. Thank you for asking.
Sure. Juan Pablo, Hugo, Mayra, good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you guys doing?
Oh my goodness.
Getting adapted.
Yes, miss. It's a little tiring being at home.
Yes, like you do all the chores of the house, you do it again next weekday, and and so on and so forth for 2 months.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know.
But
Maybe it's easier for those who have kids
no, I don't think
in
so.
because they can play with them, they can uh, do many things.
No, Henry. I'm
I
sorry.
Okay,
yeah.
maybe
Because of
Henry,
that, because they want to play all the time.
maybe Henry has a proposition for for his wife.
Yeah, no, not yet.
Yeah,
Juan Pablo,
maybe you are a very sociable person. That's why you need to talk to more people.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't know.
But no, we are very lucky. People who are running of food, let me tell you, they are in big problem.
Yes. You're blessed with that.
Yes. Good. Did you guys check your grades?
Yes, teacher, I did.
Are they
Yes,
okay?
teacher, I did.
The feedback is okay? Good. Do you guys have questions about what you've been studying in Dexway? Because what I prepare for our encounter tonight is not connected to the topic that you've been studying, but it's phrasal verbs that we can practice tonight. But I don't know if you have questions about the topic that you have to study to this week, that is relative clauses that we reviewed last time.
Teacher, I have a question. I have a question about indirect questions.
Yes.
Yes, can
Can we check
can
it
we have
out?
a little explanation and some examples because for me it's very confused.
Confusing. Okay. So we usually use those type of questions when we have a formal relationship with the person we talk to. So like sometimes when we ask questions in a direct way, it might sound like it might sound not that polite. Or let's say that if we talk to our boss, it might sound like if we are giving the person an order. So if we don't want that, we can ask direct questions like, what do you think about uh, what do you think about changing this exercise? Yes, so we are asking a question, but not in a direct way, but we are using a word or a phrase at the beginning, such as what do you think about, or do you mind if I uh, do you know if I what about, etc. So the structure of the sentence is different. The structure of the question is different. In a direct question, I would ask, do do you want to change this exercise? Yes, so here we have the normal structure of a question, but here we don't have that one. So this behaves like an affirmative sentence, but with a question mark at the end. That is the difference. So if we use any of these starts for an indirect question, the rest that we write for completing the question, the structure behaves like, or the order of the words should be like for an affirmative sentence and not for a question, but we just write a question mark at the end. So let's just tell me, any of you tell me a question and we will change it to an indirect question. Or please, each one of you tell me a question. I will write it here and we will change it into an indirect question. When we can hear you, could you please check your microphone?
Okay.
No, Juan, we can hear you. What's wrong?
Now?
Now we can hear you, yes.
No, okay. Um, Where is the bank?
Okay, good. Where is the bank? That is direct.
Yeah.
And so we will change it into an indirect one. Do you know where the bank is?
Mm,
So I mean, and when I mean that the structure of the sentence behaves like an affirmative sentence is because here we don't put the verb before as usual, as it happens here, right? But we put it after the noun as in an affirmative sentence, right? So do you know where the bank is? Uh, okay, that it would be a way to ask that question. Other question, other direct question, and then we will change it into an indirect one.
Teacher, what did you do today?
Okay, good. What did you do today? What did you do today? Okay, so let's change it with, do you mind if I ask you?
what you did today?
What you did today? You see, so in the structure, we don't have the auxiliary here, but we have the structure of an affirmative sentence, subject, verb, and complement. And we have before that a phrase that helps us to express the indirect question. Okay, other question?
What would you like to drink?
Mhm. What would you like to drink? So, let's try with the same one. Do you mind if I ask you, what do you want to drink?
Mhm.
What you want to drink?
Yeah.
Or what you would like to drink? So again, we have here first the subject and then the verb. Hmm?
Mhm. Yeah.
Good. Two more and then, or just let's do something. Let's try here with other questions, and each one of you is gonna say a question, and the other one, and each one of you is going to change it into an indirect question, but not your question, but the one that was given by one of your classmates.
Teacher, a question. This is only for WH questions?
The indirect questions.
Yeah, because all the examples are like that.
No, no, it is because we are changing the question into an indirect one, but you can ask, for example, you can say, can I know, or can I ask you if you like if you like movies, if you like action movies. Can I ask you if you like action movies? Okay, here we don't have the WH question. And here we have an if structure with subject, verb, and complement.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Mhm. Okay, could you please, each one of you, tell me a question? I will write it here, and a different person will change it into an indirect question. Any question, each one, please.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me. Can I?
Yes? No.
Can you tell me what is the stadium?
Okay, that is an indirect one. So anybody who change that one into a direct one.
Me.
Henry? Henry, you said you wanted? Yes.
Yes. Leonardo asked, Leonardo said, can you tell me where is the stadium?
Okay, but you are reporting. It's not necessary that you report. It's just tell the direct question, because this is the indirect one.
Can you tell me where is the stadium?
That is indirect. And the direct one,
Where is the stadium?
where is the stadium?
Oh, okay, got it.
So the direct one is the common question.
Okay,
With
got
the
it.
common structure. WH, verb to be, and the complement. If we have an auxiliary, so we will have WH, auxiliary, a subject, verb, and the complement. And if I want to change this one into an indirect one, I will use like any of these starts, and I will change the order of the other words. So for example, Mayra, how can I change this one into an indirect question?
Can you tell me what do you do today?
Yes. Can you tell me what?
What you did.
Exactly, very good.
Teacher, and maybe at the beginning of that question, yeah, that indirect question, I can use like a I forgotten that a command. For example, please tell me what you did today. Or
Yes.
because that in that case it sounds like a question too, but maybe the second sentence works as an indirect one question.
Yes, that indirect questions works also in the way you just mentioned. So here you are ordering something, but the structure that we have here is an order that what you really want is to ask the question. That is also happens in Spanish. If you say, if somebody tells you, could you please open the window? You are not asking the question, you are asking the person to do it. Because you don't expect that the person says, yes, I can, I could. You actually expect that the person uh,
Open the window.
acts the action. That's the action that opens the window. So yes, this is a way to ask a question in an indirect way. Okay, other questions? Direct one?
Direct one.
Is there any mistake in the task?
Good. Hugo, could you please change it into an indirect question?
Can, can you tell me if there no,
Yes.
if there any mistake in the task is?
Okay, you don't need to write the is at the end. But
Okay.
it was,
Yeah, okay, yes, yes, yes. There is a mistake in the task, yes.
Teacher, I have a question. The quantified, to say that, any continuous,
if
it's
it,
necessary, any, um, how can I say that? Like,
Can we use any in that
yeah,
sentence? Like,
in that sentence.
yes, we need to use any in this, in the same way.
because
Okay.
it's okay.
When you ask a question and you use some, it's because you expect that the person answers in a positive way. So if you ask, can
Yeah.
you tell me if there are some mistakes in the task? If because you want the person to answer yes. It's like the only situation in which you would use some in a question. For example, if you offer somebody something to drink, so would you like some,
Water.
yeah, would you like some water? Would you like some biscuits? Would you like some, uh, let's say, some vegetables? So you expect that the person answer yes. That's why you ask with some.
Maybe, teacher, when I ask for that, if I say, can I have some water? Because I know that there is water, no?
Can I have some water? Yes, yes, you're right. Can I have some water?
It is a request.
Yes, and you expect that the person just tell you, just I accept your request.
Teacher, maybe I asked about the previous sentence, the use of any, because it behaves like you say as an affirmative sentence, but it's still work as an interrogative, but in a, I don't know how to say, but in another way, maybe.
Yeah, but still is a question.
Okay.
So as you mentioned, this one in this example, we would use some because we expect that the person accepts our request. But if we just are really wondering if the person can do something for us, so we can ask, can I have any, let's see, can I have any, let's say, can I have any pencil? You are really asking, I mean, you don't expect the person to answer yes, but you just wonder if the person accepts or not. But in the other case, you really expect the person answers yes. That's why you ask with some. But this question that we have here is completely a direct question. Yes, can I have some pencil? Can I have any pencil? Or can I have some water? Is a direct question. It has the structure of a normal question. What if we change it into an indirect one? How can I change this one into an indirect question?
Maybe, can you give me some water?
No, that's direct too.
Direct?
Do you mind if I can have some water?
Do you mind if I have some water? Exactly. So remember that indirect questions are very polite, very formal. So it's because we don't have a close relation with the person we are talking to, or we don't want to be rude. So that's why it sounds that formal. Otherwise, we will ask in a direct way. Right? As here we have can to start, here we don't. We have do you mind?
Mm-hmm.
Here, for example, in the question there, can I have a penny pencil? And may I have any pencil? Can
That's
you use more?
that's even more formal, but it's direct because it follows the structure of a normal sentence.
If I use, do you mind if I have any pencil?
Okay. Do you mind?
Do you mind?
Exactly. Now the structure changed. We don't have the normal structure here, so that's why it is indirect.
Teacher, maybe if one wants to change the word any, maybe we could say to use the article a.
Can I have a pencil? Yes. So the difference will be puedo tener, sí, puedo tener un lápiz o puedo tener algún
Singular. Yeah.
lápiz. El otro sería alguno, algún, y este sería un.
Yeah.
Teacher, before starting with today's topic, I would like to know something that I haven't solved. And is how the adverbs the manner adverbs words work, because I know that it modifies a verb, yeah, or it gives an adverb gives information about of a verb, yeah. But for example, if I have another adverb like very quiet, to intensify that adverb, should should I to use that adverb with the ending "ly" again? For example, she sings very beautifully. Or with just she sings very beautiful, because before we have another, or she sings quite beautifully, or she sings uh, quite beautiful, just beautiful, when we have maybe another adverb.
Okay, here you have the adverb in the first example that is next to the verb, right? Here what you have is an adverb that intensifies or emphasizes on the adjective. So maybe this is what you wanted to know, the structure here. You can have an adverb that highlights an adjective.
In that case, beautiful is in an adverb.
In this case,
Adjective.
is an adjective.
So in conclusion, we can use the two adverbs in the same sentence.
No,
Because if I don't use quite, but I use very, and I want to emphasize that she sings muy bonitamente, obviously that doesn't exist in Spanish, but maybe in English we can't take it that way.
no, it works
It's
the
the
same
same?
as in Spanish. The same as in
Okay.
Spanish. You have an adverb that emphasizes on or
The
gives
adjective.
more, yes, gives emphasis to the adjective.
Okay, I wanted to know that. Thank you, teacher.
All right. Okay. Any other question before we move to phrasal verbs?
No, miss.
Okay, what phrasal verbs do you know? Like there are some that are very common. So phrasal verbs are, you know that those are words, verbs that have two parts. One is a preposition and the other one is a normal word.
I
Take
know the come back.
Exactly. Come back. Which other?
take off, put
Yeah.
on, put off,
Give up, don't give up.
pick
Very
up,
good.
Break
give
up,
up, give up,
break up,
fill out,
Knockout.
straight out.
Okay, very good. All those are phrasal verbs. And we have phrasal verbs in expressions. Well, here we have other common ones that, for example, this one is what? When you will call to a place and you listen to music, they tell you,
turn down,
no, hand on. Hang on a second, and then you listen to music till
Ah,
you can
hold
the
on,
person.
hold on is another.
Or hold on. What did I write? Sorry, it's hold on, no hang on. Hold on. Right. And these are very common. You already mentioned them. Right, so let's have here some questions. So cut down, for example, is when you reduce the consumption of something. Did you guys, or have you ever cut down on something? Or are you cutting down on something?
I'm cutting down my soda.
Did it work? Did you lose some weight?
Yes, a little bit.
How many kilograms or
Like
pounds?
2 kilos, 2 kilos so far.
Yes, you guys like boys or men usually lose weight faster than women. Usually, that's good.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, good. Here we have other one, dress up. So it's when you wear very special clothes, like very elegant clothes for a special occasion. So when was the last occasion when you dress up for?
The last one was in my church. We have a, I don't know to say that, I forgot it. Noche de Gala. Gala.
What was that for? I mean,
Because
I've never been in one, so I don't know when you use that. Noche de Gala for? Okay, you mean I mean for your wedding?
No, no. In my
it
church,
was
we did, we did like, yeah, a meeting, a dinner, um,
the
a
couple.
a celebration. No, no. It
Before you
was,
Okay.
got married? Before you got
sorry?
married?
No, no. Some days ago, before the quarantine, we celebrate. We have a dinner, a special dinner for young people, for you person who assist the church.
Uh-huh.
And it was una noche de gala. In a noche gala, um, people dress up. Well, if dress up is in the sense that I have understood, dress up is to dress well in a elegant maybe
Yes,
occasion. Yeah, in
A
exactly.
that,
fancy
in,
party.
yeah, we have a noche de gala.
What did you guys do that you had? Did you guys have like a special meal and music or dance or what type of activities did you guys do for the
Uh, yeah,
for the
we
church?
have a special dinner, a special celebration for young people. I've said was this is it was to encourage, yeah, to encourage them uh, to participate in the church. What else? Mm, yeah, we have a elegant or quote unquote a entrance, if I can entrance, an elegant entrance like a alfombra roja.
Mm, the red carpet.
Yeah.
Okay. So good. You had like a special day before you started the quarantine.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try with a different one. We have get into trouble. So when you do something that is wrong, you make a mistake. So when was the last time when you got into trouble and why?
I think for me was yesterday.
What do you do?
And the coordinator asks all the teachers to work extra hours during during the night, and we said no, and I encouraged the other teachers to say no, 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 because that's our free time. And we had a meeting yesterday, and she was like not happy about it. So
You
we
can
had at the end we had to change our mind.
you can do that, but in your WhatsApp group, not in front of your boss.
No, I encourage them, yes. I use our WhatsApp group, but at the end we told her, and she was like not happy about it.
Nobody, no, you are right. Like all of you, all of you that are working as teachers, that work in a face-to-face way, and now you move to the virtual um modality, you are working twice. I mean, you're working harder, you're working more. And if they tell you that you have to even work harder, no way. So
Yeah, we had to be available 24/7.
no, it's like, you know, like you are students in a virtual modality and you see that our classes are maximum 15 students, but face-to-face classes have 25, 30. So
Yeah,
I, I mean, those let's say managers shouldn't expect that you work the same way as in face to face. It's impossible like to have the same rhythm.
yeah.
Difficult. Okay, let's do a different one. Blackout. Have you ever blacked out?
Being with energy or
Uh-huh.
When the energy went out,
But that you fell actually.
yeah.
It happened to you, and who helped you?
My guess not, no, not yet. Maybe the next week.
After too much work. Leonardo,
Yeah.
have you ever blacked out? Like, did you lose consciousness and you fell?
when I was so young, when I was when I had malaria paludismo,
Oh,
yes, I I was about I was about 6 years old. So my mother supposed to put me a syringe because the temperature in the malaria, if you don't put the syringe in a time, the temperature goes high so high, and you black blocked out.
mm, so
So
that
it happens with me. I have convulsions. I don't know how to say in English.
Wow.
that does anybody know that word? Let me check quickly here.
Shock.
Yes, it's the same. Convulsion. Okay. Good. Let's try a different one. Run into somebody. So when you meet a person, a friend on the street that you haven't seen for ages or for a long time. When was the last time that you ran into an old friend?
Ooh. I ran into an old friend like 4 years ago. I was I was living in Bogota and I was taking the Transmilenio bus, and I was walking and I saw one of my companions who studied uh, in the high school some years ago, but it was a surprise, you know.
Yeah, you were not expecting to
No,
see that person there.
it's not. It's not. easy to finding people in Bogota like
Yeah.
in that way. Mhm.
And did you talk to that person again?
Yes, this afternoon I talked with her about because I noticed that she had a baby the last year, so we keep in touch frequent. So
Frequently.
I asked frequently. So I asked her about her baby today, and she's fine. She's doing good.
Good. Somebody else has run into an old friend recently? Or no? Okay, other one. Deal with something. So when you have to talk to an angry person or solve a problem, when was the last time you had to deal with an angry person, and why? What happened?
Mhm.
I had to deal with my mother-in-law like a week ago. Yeah,
What?
because she's
How that works?
she's horrible. I'm living in my mom's place now because of that.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah, because with all the coronavirus and this thing, and she loves to go outside. She loves visiting her mom, so she's always visiting people outside. Well, she's taking care of herself like a little bit, but it's not enough. It is not necessary to go out, and she's still going out, going out.
Wow.
So I had to deal with that situation. I'm still facing that difficult situation.
Because of your son, huh?
Yeah, because I'm taking care of my son, but she doesn't understand. And also my husband because he's very sick.
My goodness.
Wow. Wow.
Tell the police. No, just kidding.
I called the police actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
There are lots of videos that I have received during this quarantine of old ladies who don't like to be locked. So they get very angry because they just want to go out and do their normal lives.
Mm.
Okay, let's change it. Get rid of. When you have something at home, you want to throw it, but you have not done it. What would you like to get rid of in your house?
I like to get rid of mm, old clothes. Like I don't clothing that I don't use anymore.
And why haven't you done it?
I think because mm, I don't think it's a good deal because um, I don't know how to say that, but descolorida. I don't know.
Let me check.
Um, and I think it's not fair giving clothes to someone in in a bad condition. You know.
That there are a lot of people who need them. They don't care about it.
Okay.
I found it is become decolored.
Because the color.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I've had, for example, in my case, I have problems with photocopies because I think that I think I have a lot of copies that I would like to read, but I don't have the time. So I have boxes with photocopies that I think I will read any day.
Hmm.
Really don't have time. So when
Yeah, I think
when I check
it's
the
a
boxes, I say, okay, this copy is very interesting. No, later I will read it. And and I have two boxes of photocopies. Do you have
Yeah.
things at home like that that you would like to get rid of?
Mm.
in my house. We have I don't know to say library is biblioteca, but the place, but I don't know to say biblioteca like the furniture.
That's the bookcase.
Bookcase, yeah, we have a bookcase, but I think that it is only decoration. Maybe- yeah, because I don't I don't read all the books. We have novels, but no, I don't take the time to read that. Maybe it's a custom in Colombia. We have a lot of copies, a lot of books, but no, we don't read them. But we don't say, yeah, I'm going to throw away them. Yeah, we say, I will keep them because maybe I am going to need them, but no, never. Maybe we will use them. Maybe now we have the computer and we save many things in there, on there.
Yeah, you're right. Like I have a couple of dictionaries, but I don't use them because now I always check the word in the
Yeah,
computer.
Yeah.
it is easier because you have to look for the dictionary, the word you have to no, and with the computer you only write, or you only type the word in, and you have and in it's more advanced the search than in
It's
books.
faster, yes.
Yeah,
And I also wonder why people. I also have lots of books that, but I'm not going to read them again. So you're right. I have them in my bookcase, but if I check one or two of them, is like the ones that I check the most more frequently. But the other ones are there. I'm sure I won't have the time to read them again, or I will read new ones, not those ones that I have in the bookcase. Okay, good. Here, turn down. Have you ever turned down a job offer and then you like regret about it?
For example, teacher, when you turn it down another job,
Yes, like you have the opportunity, but you refuse it. You said no, no, thank you. But then you have second thoughts about your decision.
for example, I turned it down to work in a diocesano in Dos Quebradas in Risaralda because I'm so faithful at my first work as a teacher. So at the 2 years, the next no two the next 2 years, I got fired. So I regret to the to did to didn't turn down
You regret to turn
that
down.
that offer.
You regret turning down that offer. Uh-huh. All right.
a teacher that works to reduce the volume of something, no, like a device. I have turned down
Ah,
to.
okay. Yeah, turn down the volume.
Yeah, to down the volume.
Exactly. Yeah, so we have, for example, different meanings there, right?
Yeah, that's what happens with some phrasal verb, that they have different meanings.
You can use them in different
And
situations.
maybe, yeah, and maybe we knows only a meaning, and then we see that phrasal verb, and we say, but in this context doesn't work as I knew, because they have different meanings.
Right. Okay, what about this question? So you want to do something, but you postpone it, and you say later, later I will do it. Is there something that you have been postponing that you get round to?
Yeah, the last on the first term of this class, I get around to work on next way. I say the next week I'm gonna do, for example, unit 1, unit 2, yes, yeah. But at the end, the last week I did almost everything.
That was a marathon.
Yeah, and it wasn't a good score at the end, so that's what it was my fault.
Well, I guess you guys get uh, demotivated with this way after some semesters. I can understand that because it's the same structure.
Yeah. For example, today I was working on it. I did like 2, 3 exercises, and then something happened, and I lost. I didn't focus anymore. So, but it is a goal for me actually in this moment.
Yeah, and next way, let me tell you, some students love it and some students hate it. So,
Hmm.
And this was is good. I have learned a lot of the pronunciation. The pronunciation I have learned about it. Mm, yeah, there are many. There are a lot of exercises. Yeah, and there are subunidades. I don't know to say that. In a unit, a unit can have a lot of subunidades, yeah. And for example, in this course, in these last courses, they are very long. And
Yes.
yeah, and it takes a long time. So, and and for example, next the next no the last term, we were delayed because this we started after we had started the class, yeah. And it was difficult to ponerse al día, to catch up to catch up
exactly.
on to catch up on it.
Yeah.
Que también saludos.
Sorry. I have a cousin, and her birthday was today. And because of
Okay.
this problem of the quarantine, they decided, and they are from Cali, so they love party, and Mayra knows about it. So they decided to create a meeting in Zoom. My sister is with
Okay.
my mother in the living room, but my apartment is very small.
No problem,
Everything
teacher.
they say there,
I was kidding.
everything they say there, they now she's now my sister is here telling them that I'm working. Okay, good. Let's move to the next one. Hugo, I haven't heard you. Let's try with this one, Hugo. Give up. What advice would you give to someone who is giving up their jobs to start their own business? That's a good one for you because you're self-employed. So somebody who wants to quit her job or his job to start his or her own business.
Mm,
Teacher, I have a question about give up. In this case, give up is to quit, to stop doing something when you use the ing.
Not because the ing, but the translation could be darse por vencido o renunciar.
Okay, teacher.
but give up is saying to keep the job, the work.
Exactly. Is the synonym.
Mm, the last year, I I give up my job and I start working by self-employed. Is the
And
is
what do you think, what do you consider, or what advice or suggestion would you give to a person who wants to do the same? How your decision changed your life, or what do you consider could be a good suggestion if a person wants to be successful in his or her own business?
um, my suggestion no, that don't be afraid because it can be good idea and your life um, could change to better.
Okay, so be risky and be positive, right?
Yes.
Good. Other one drives up the wall. Somebody who, like, you can't stand, that you feel irritated or frustrated when you are in that situation or you face that situation. What drives you up the wall? In my case, for example, nonsense drives me up the wall.
Mm,
I think when internet fails, that drives me up because I really need it during the classes and it's not the best sometimes.
Yeah. Traffic jams, they drive me up the wall, for example.
in those days, I've been more interested on news and all this about corruption in Colombia. I think it drives me up the wall, like the politicians, like I don't know, the people who are outside riding their bicycles or walking on the streets. I think it's not fair for us in this moment.
Myra's grandmother. Sorry, mother-in-law.
Yeah, mother-in-law.
I drive me up in the fake news
Mm,
about
Mhm.
the coronavirus, the COVID 19,
yes.
and so many things that people invent with this stuff.
Yeah, people like, I don't know how some people can do that. Like, this is serious, and people like make jokes or fake news, create half the time to create, write something and scare people and send it through WhatsApp, etc.
And people believe that in an easy way. That's it. People, there are people that who create that, but the other side is that there are people who believe that all that is on internet, they believe everything.
Yeah, and any person can, like, I don't know if you heard, there is a very famous journalist who works for Caracol. His name
Yeah.
is Mauricio, and he believed a fake news. Well, he actually,
Wow.
yeah, he actually had to mention in his section that he had believed that fake news, and he apologized because of that, because he um, shared that fake news with the whole audience.
Wow. Hmm.
Yeah, and anybody can like make that mistake and believe a fake news. Okay, let's try with two more. Oh, what is to here? Here, bite off more than you can chew. Have you ever been in that situation? For example, when you uh, tell a person you can do a job or different tasks, actually you don't have the time.
Mm. Mm.
Yes, teacher. I happened to me. I I want to I want to do a job, and I couldn't because I don't have time. I I have to apologize to this situation.
I was a client, your client.
I have to excuse me, teacher. I have to
Did you have two clients and you have to tell one of them that you couldn't
yes.
do the
Mhm,
job?
yes. And I had to apologize. Mhm.
And did you contact the client again? Or
Yes, of course.
okay, good
Teacher,
here. Yes.
excuse me, teacher. Could you help us? How will be the answer? For example, if that happened to you, like, how do you use bite off?
Uh, you can say I once I had a situation in which I bite off more than what I could chew.
Mm, okay. Hmm. For example, can I say I bite off um, I bite off about a job? Because is that okay if I say that? Or
No, you need to use the complete
contest,
expression, the complete expression, because it would be
Oh my
translated as
goodness. Bite off is different. It means in a different context.
could be translated as tiene más grande el ojo
Que la barriga.
que la barriga.
Okay. Okay, so I can say I bite off more than I can chew when I accept 2 jobs in different cities. No.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
When I accepted 2 jobs in different cities, I didn't have the time to do both jobs.
Okay, got it.
Did you do that?
Almost, but it was an example.
Okay. All right, let's finish with this one. Put something on ice. You postpone a project. Have you ever put something on ice? What and why?
Well, with my husband, we have, we customize products like t-shirts, what else? Caps, coffee what? Coffee cups. We do those things. We had a project. We started this project, but we stopped it because we move out, and the machine that we had that does all those things, it consumes a lot of power or energy.
Yes, both are possible.
And so my mother-in-law didn't allow us to use this machine, so we stopped. We put that project on ice.
Somebody else has postponed something?
Yes, teacher, I put something on ice, and the pushers of a new vehicle with my wife, because now the situation is not for that.
Yeah, better to wait. And Henry has put the way on ice.
Yeah. Now, the last term, but now I'm working on it.
Now you learned.
That's very hard.
Yeah.
If it is, and if it is hard when we are on time, I imagine when you aren't on time to finish.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Honestly, I did the last part of this way in 3 days. Almost 7 hours per day.
Have you seen that card that is a gift that we use in WhatsApp? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I got it. I saw it.
Yeah, it is like a kind of common that Colombian people postpone things. We put things on ice, usually.
Yeah, but it is because sometimes we're relying on that maybe in the future we will have time to do it, but at the end it's not true, because for example the last 2 weeks for me were very stressful because of the quarantine. Yeah, because we plan to do many things, but at the school, not with virtual encounters, not using platforms, like anything like that. So I focused on that because it is my job, but at the same time I have this responsibility to fulfill this way goal. Yep.
Now, Henry, anyway, we know that you don't like this way.
Okay.
Just kidding.
No, teacher.
Okay, guys, so I think we can stop here. Um,
Teacher, can you share with us that presentation on the platform, please?
yes, I can upload
Because
it.
mhm,
I,
maybe
I learned
go
different.
ahead.
Oh, sorry, Juan Pablo, you turn.
Yeah, because we is we use or we see maybe the same phrasal
Yes.
verbs and some expression that are very useful and that makes us to think, to speak more as a native, yeah, because phrasal verbs are very used for them.
you're right. They are usually used native people. Very common. They are very common. Sure, you will find two more expressions there. Pull the wool over your eyes, like you see here in this story. Somebody who wants to cheat you. So pull the wool
Okay.
over your
Yeah.
eyes. And there
So
are
okay.
Henry.
Can I say, for example, my boss put the wolf on my eyes when she didn't pay me the correct salary?
Yes, you can say that.
Okay. Okay.
Mm,
Or maybe another
yes,
meaning.
but it means that you believed something first. I mean, she cheated you,
Uh,
but
but she cheated.
it was not that obvious at the beginning.
Okay, okay,
Como me tapó los ojos.
okay.
But for example, here you see other two expressions that are also connected to the idea of cheating somebody. Sold down the river or taken for a ride. And if we try to find out translations into Spanish, could be taken for a ride, could be me hizo la vuelta, ¿sí?
Mm,
Algo más informal. But there are, as well as in Spanish, there are different ways to say that somebody cheats you.
right. Ooh, interesting.
And here there is other one that is take the road less traveled. When you when you want when you use an alternative to solve a problem, for example,
Okay.
so that people,
Mula.
family members tell you don't do that because you will fail, because uh, you will be cheated, because that's bad luck, etc. So you said no, I will do something different. So you take the road less traveled, the alternative.
Okay. Okay, teacher.
And that was it. Do you find more in these references? I will publish this so you can download the PowerPoint and check these web pages. You will find more expressions.
Okay, teacher.
Good. Anything you want me to explain next time? Something you want me to for a topic you want to review next time?
No, teacher, I'm fine.
Okay. If you have any idea, just let me know next time. So I have some time to plan the lesson based on something you are interested in or a topic you want to review. good. So
Okay,
that's
teacher.
all.
Okay.
Thank you all for your participation.
Thank you, teacher, for your help.
Thank
Remember
you,
that
teacher.
we will be 15 days more with this quarantine, but things will change soon, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, yes.
See you, teacher.
Thank
Have a
you,
good
teacher.
night.
Bye, teacher. Good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.